to One Educational Park. I thank you for coming here today, but I also thank you for the last 4 years. Everything that has occurred in my life, in our lives, has led to this moment, and you not only made it possible, you made it cherishable. The beginning of making a difference in the world is being ready to physically be that difference. That means being ready to stand out in the face of judgments from others, at the risk of ridicule or scorn. Sometimes it's being different that allows you to have a unique and loud voice amongst other people. At the same time, I and many others I know have questioned our unique identities. Do I feel like I have the power to make a difference? I'm just a lone man. I'm not the most well-known, smartest, or most ambitious person out there. Especially throughout this senior year, it seemed everyone around me was getting into the top universities, receiving great offers, and doing great works for the community. And on one side, I felt great for them. But on the other, I constantly compared myself, wondering if I had done anything comparable or achieved anything comparable. It seemed crazy that one person's acceptance into U Chicago would make me overlook all the individual achievements that I had, but that's exactly what happened. As amazing as it was that someone so close to me achieved so highly, when I didn't get into the college I wanted to, I automatically placed myself below the people who had, and I almost refused to see what was unique about myself because my ego limited me. But I can tell you, throughout my 4 years of high school, I've learned that the strongest people aren't those who show off their victories. They're the ones that win battles we know nothing about. Some of the most humble, thoughtful, and caring individuals I've met in high school weren't necessarily those who were the smartest or most popular. This really taught me that we all have qualities inside us that we should value, and we should embrace what makes us different, because those qualities are exactly what will let us make this world different. For everyone here today, each of our unique differences contribute to this state-recognized 6,000 student educational park, uncomparable to any other institution around. If I had a chance to repeat these last 4 years, the one aspect I would never change is the school. From the days I spent at school from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and the individuals I've gotten to know in the last 4 years, they're all moments I would never wish to take back. Amongst those moments, I'm sure that we have all heard that our failures are what define us. It's the way you pick yourself back up that matters, not the way someone or something else may have pushed you down. For me, there is a unique quality I could see surfacing in myself during my junior and senior years. Some days I would come to school and perhaps feel discontent after a test, a bad day, an argument with friends, sometimes a feeling of having no friends. At times, I simply wanted to be an ill-tempered person and not talk to anyone or look at anyone. Yet, surprisingly, as much as I wish to take on this attitude, there's one thing I never forget to do whenever I meet other people, and that's to smile. When I see anyone in the halls, I smile and say hello or good morning, almost like an involuntary action, even if I don't wish to. I know that such a small action like a smile can be powerful and brighten anyone's day. I feel like through my experiences in such a large school and busy lifestyle, I've learned to cherish the small moments I have, and there's no reason to stop others from feeling the same way. There are some people, much like the student I mentioned at the start, who make your laugh a little louder, your smile a little brighter, and your life a little better. I challenge you all to try and be this person, and it is this small change that will make a big difference in the end. I've trusted the students around me because you all are the ones that challenge me to be better, to improve myself as a person, and at the same time, I put my faith in you because you are the reason why I've become the person that I am today. Take a good look at the peers around you. They've created who you are today. They've challenged you to push beyond your limits. If we've been able to influence each other in this very room, then only imagine our capability for change outside of P-CCS, in whichever pathways you all are headed. Today, I've come to terms with my path to the future. And no matter which college, institution, or niche that we all end up in, you never know where the road will take you. At times, you'll want to follow the signs, but in other instances, you should just drive past that fork in the road and go straight. Everyone's path to the future is valuable, and they all serve to help us grow as individuals. And for any of my peers, myself included, who did not receive admission to the college they wish to go to, remember that it is not your loss. It's a loss for the college. They missed out on choosing some of the brightest, experienced, and diverse individuals that make up this educational park. Famous Detroit rapper Eminem once stated to his fans, "Let me turn on the lights to brighten me and enlighten you." What he means by this statement is that Eminem wishes to reveal his story and write his raps, his own lights, to the people around him. As much as his stories may enlighten his audiences, there's always a personal feeling of alleviation or self-satisfaction involved. This seems the best way to express what I feel right now, but instead, I see the lights inside each and every one of you. You've inspired me in these last 4 years with your stories. As I'm grateful to be able to share my experiences up here, the goal now is for the rest of us to spread our experiences, our lights, in whichever pathways we may end up taking. Excuse me. As many of you may have guessed, I especially take a liking to rap music. In most of my classes where teachers would allow it, I like to end my speeches with a few rhymes, so I created this. Despite all the pressures for college and grades, I learned that we should take the time to appreciate all the unique things we undertake. And in interaction with strangers every day, we should try to be inspirational, make others feel special in their very own way. Small people will belittle your ambitions, so let's change that in the world and give ourselves a new mission, to become great people who make others feel they can be great too, in whatever condition. And while it may seem we are each only single human beings, our strongest qualities are those that give us personal meaning, those that we can display to others and create uplifting feelings. I have no more left to contribute, nothing left to give you, so farewell I bid you. But before I go, my last gift to you, ladies and gentlemen, is a last-minute tribute. Thank you, class of 2016.
Thank you, Jasnoor. In just a moment, the members of our Board of Education will award diplomas to our graduating seniors. Of course, I couldn't let this happen without a few words myself. Over the last 4 years, countless lessons have been taught, tons of content learned. What did you take away from it all? At the start of the school year, I asked staff members if they could communicate only one message to the students at Plymouth High School, what would it be? What message did they want their students to take away? Well, we didn't just think about it. We actually spent time at the end of our summer staff meeting to write down our words of wisdom, modeled after the Dear World campaign, as some of you may have seen at the video before the ceremony began. Some of these messages were written on paper, many more were written on our own skin. Washable markers, of course. Look up, and we'll see just a couple of examples. So it ends with mine. When it was turned to write my message, I knew just what it would be. What the mind believes, you can achieve. See, for me, these words are very personal and much more than just a saying. Growing up, aside from my teachers, I didn't really know anyone who had graduated from college. This minor fact didn't stop my mom from talking about it all the time. And when she talked about college, it was never if I went to college, it was always when I went to college. You can imagine how early in my life the idea of going to college was more reality than dream. I believed I could do it. I saw myself not just attending college, but graduating. For me, this is really how the phrase, what the mind believes you can achieve, was born. Since then, it's become the Steckel family mantra. It is the response I give my 5 daughters every single time I hear one of them say, I can't. And it's not just in my own family that I see examples of this message. I see it in all of you as well. It's pretty easy to believe in all that you, the Plymouth class of 2016, will achieve in the future. Why? Because I've already seen what you've done the past 4 years. Just last year alone, this class participated in over 6,000 service hours, earned over $6.5 million in scholarship money, and was a part of a school community that raised over $200,000 for various charities. Now that's impressive. I have watched individuals from this class overcome serious academic challenges to get to this day, And in so doing, learn firsthand that when the GPS of life reroutes you off course, it doesn't mean you have to give up on your goal. What the mind believes, you can achieve. As you leave here today with all you've learned from Plymouth High School and enter whatever life's next phase is, be it college, be it the workforce, the military, or maybe trade school, the only limits you have will be the ones you place on yourself. So believe in your abilities. Put in your head what you want to see happen, and it will. Dream big, and be confident that you can accomplish absolutely anything you set your mind to. Again, what the mind believes, you can achieve. To the parents, I'd like to say thank you for sending us your children to work with and to nurture. This class is hardworking, independent, respectful young adults. This is a reflection of the time, effort, love, and devotion you've put into raising them. Know it's been a pleasure to spend the last 4 years with them. To honor your time, we will call all 486 names of students in pretty rapid succession. Every single parent in this room has waited 17 or more years to hear their child's name read as he or she crosses the stage this afternoon. This is a monumental moment in these students' lives, and there are no redos. As excited as you are for your student, we ask that you please hold your enthusiasm and applause until we've heard all of the names of these outstanding students. And then I promise you, we will give them the biggest collective cheer that's ever been heard here at EMU. The names of our graduating students will be read today by Plymouth faculty members Ann Nora Hirami and Janet Sutherland. Members of the Plymouth Canton Community Schools Board of Education, I now present to you the members of the Plymouth High School class of 2016.
Shown me more.
Many, many, many thanks to our P-CEP Combined Choir for their singing of the song tradition. Round 2. Members of the Plymouth Canton Community Schools Board of Education, I now present to you the members of the Plymouth High School class of 2016.
Alexis Elizabeth Bell. Jadiola Ijazi. Andrew Quinton Shattuck. Yu Jun Hun. Jared Andrew Redmond. Mustafa Anis Halai. Matthew Robert Kern. Noah Joseph Alamario Gonzalez. Richard Lynn. Haley Lynn Grek. Madison Ann Pierzynski. Isabel Yasmin Leifer Williams. Jenna Ann Lowry. Jordan John Ginder. Hannah May Rode. Samantha Ann George. Ryan Matthew Wagner. Summer Sufyan N.H. Ahmed. Elizabeth Irene Walton. Freya Linda Hofzer. Ruth Ashbiz. Anastasia Nicole Ball. Joseph Daniel Waker. Julia Brett LaFleur. Jasnur Singh. Charlotte Ann Clark. Mackenzie Elizabeth Gross. Kelly Renee Jones. Angelica Lynn Peterson. Lucas Jerome Kapala. Rebecca Brianna McLean. Keegan Paul Kendall. Ayana Lauren Walker. Garrett Maurice Beauprez. Nicholas Franklin Ray. Hannah Elizabeth Badger. Tyler Christopher Schlee. Catherine Kim Leon Gordon. Kimiben Upendukramar Patel. Emma Therese Burek. Calvin Gardner Rogers. Lauren Amy Auty. Parth Inder Thawani. Marissa Elaine Bias. Raymond Xavier Rios. Jennifer Leanne Benka. Nathan Michael Steckel. Julie Ann Howington. Natalie Marie Rogers. Rufine Augusta Green. Ryan Robert Powell. Saye Renee Houston. Kaylee Dean Ross. Mario Francisco Galindez. Jacob Daniel Shoemaker. Alexander James Farrell. Aaron Elizabeth Reisner. Megan Joan Brown. Mia Rochelle Phillips. Allison Ann Del Proposto. Yolanda Elizabeth Upshaw. Ethan Andrew Kelly. Imani Akina Marable. Nicole Elizabeth Di Capata. Mylan David Peel. Elizabeth May Bargo. Jalen Joshua Woods. Lathan Christopher Altide. Stefan Devante MacArthur. Jessica Michelle Jopich. Drake John Mason. Liana Joanne Jones. Amy Catherine Alevnik.
Sweta Doreswamy.
Thomas Bernard Weum.
Justine Ko.
Neil Nilesh Patel.
Kyle William Heastan.
Devankar D. Mukhi.
Timothy Michael Klish.
Laura Dorothea Leica.
Jonathan Michael DeClaire.
Heidi Michelle Willis.
Darian Renee Alva.
Autumn Ruth Saltz.
Logan Bell.
Shelby K. Vassal.
Anna Maria Natalina DeBiase.
Milani Veronica Phillips.
Noordine Husseini.
Vazan Kyrie Sawyers.
Malaya
Malaya Victoria
Grace,
Phillips.
Olivia Grace Jenke.
Lazarus Simone Martin.
Riel Margaret Kerr.
Adela Langus.
Michael Jack Blake.
Nicole Kimberly Wildermuth.
Melanie Ruth Julian.
Samuel James Wilmarth.
Caitlin Marie Haka.
Fatin Imad Saad.
Sarah Elizabeth Bondi.
Taylor Ann Smith.
Emily Elaine Johnson.
Ashley Brooke Pipsney.
Abigail Ellen Bolterman.
Cassidy K. Lewis.
Brandon Michael Gorski.
Megan Patricia McCurry.
Brianne Christine Goins.
Linda Tran.
Courtney Joyce Bryden.
Jessica Ann Shoemake.
Natalie Justine Laframboise.
Jordan Alyssa Welsh.
Michael Donovan Alexander Jordan.
Taylor Elizabeth Vaca.
Timothy Nolan Armstrong.
Michael Van Pham.
Eli Nabil Atala.
Alex Shijay Sheng.
Ilya Anatoly Furman.
Anakath Minaj Vasai.
Malak Iman Ferris.
Riley Joseph Sullivan.
Sanika Samir Chitran.
Brendan Curtis Schmidt.
Zoya Hamid.
Emily Heather Welch.
Seth Murtaza.
Caitlin Mamie Stanley.
Jacob Thomas Alberts.
Mitchell Reed Luttermoser.
Michael Robert Edzema.
Isaac Ishak Elias Saad.
Colette Ray Saikon.
Alec Michael Parker.
Kylie Cardenas.
Matthew William Barno.
Tyron Monet Flowers.
Daniel Stephen Swerb.
Taylor Alexis Caldwell.
Jordan Liu.
Carissa Leanne Heastan.
Foad George Qoisis.
Rosemarie Ann Bowen.
Dylan Neil Patel.
Miles Jordan Hardiman.
Megan Marie Brace.
Melissa Ida Albano.
Kelsey Michelle Melnick.
Monique Catherine Gifford.
Natalie Nicole Nowicki.
Caitlin Patricia Chipman.
Abigail Christine Lemanik.
Jillian Marie Ashton.
Allison Rose Pascalo.
Mitchell Davis Kiefer.
Adriana Vivian Talise Turrentine.
Ethan Nicholas Haley.
Jasmine Amir Detloff.
Alexis Danielle Bialik.
Jade Amaya Detloff.
Mariah Ann Burton.
Melissa Marie Coates.
Jewel Patrice Davis.
Joshua Scott Unlin.
Stephen Jerome Hill.
Panda, 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 panda.
Joshua David Vandenberg.
Mamoon Abbas. Darwin M. Filey.
Sabrina Deneen Shifter.
Frank Oliver Brown.
Brianna Nicole Reese.